my first time leaving Syria. It's my first time explaining Syria. It's my first time remembering Syria. And at some point, it's going to be my first time returning to Syria. My name is Yeser Berro. I'm a Syrian writer and photographer, currently in residence at Delfina for the autumn season. Delfina is such a sweet place, such a welcoming place. It's a safe environment for artists because it's process-oriented. They don't pressure you with a particular result. They just give you the space to brainstorm and work on your art and collaborate with other people, and also like meet the artistic scene here and get to know all the things that are different from you and have a conversation with them that informs your practice. So this is my first time leaving Syria, and it's my first international residency. This is an added layer of value because it's not just a place for me to contemplate my artistic practice, but a place for me to contemplate everything. Because when you leave your country for the first time, it's not only an opportunity to meet another part of the world and be informed by that meeting, but it's also you meeting your country for the second time. And all of that is interesting for me to think about. I think it's pretty early for me to say how my relationship to Syria is going to change when I return to it. But I do know that in my stay here, I've been enjoying the nature of the conversation that I have with everyone I'm encountering. There's a feeling of equality, like we're both learning from each other. And I've been deeply rediscovering the value of our way of life in Syria. I'm working on my new book, which is about Syria after the fall of the Assad regime. It centers around Qisetna prison. It tells the story of Idris, a Syrian interpreter working for foreign journalists, who goes on a work assignment to Qisetna, and there he meets a former prisoner by the name of Rahim, who suffers from PTSD and claims he can communicate with the dead. And it's a very sensitive subject that I'm taking my time with, but I'm deeply interested in it. It's challenging to navigate magical realism with a realist representation of our political and psychological realities. That's part of why I consider this a very long-term project, to give it the needed attention. The character of the former prisoner as a psychic is like a magical realism literary device that allows me to tell the stories of the past and to explore the cycles of violence from their beginnings throughout the rule of the Assad regime. Photography-wise, I'm having a sort of creative block, because after you're used to taking photos in Syria, at least for me personally, it's kind of hard to figure out what am I going to take photos of in a wildly different place like London. The contrast is huge. And so I think it's interesting in a way, because here I can explore my photography more aesthetically, to do a kind of aesthetic exploration, more towards fine art photography rather than documentary photography. So this is a new phase for me in a way.